Good afternoon, everyone. Canadian Ice Service showing us the melt off in Hudson Bay. They're showing only 45% of the ice left. But this is coming off of NSIDC, so I'll let you use your own eyes. Do you think that's only 45% of the ice left in Hudson Bay? I'm not really sure. That's why I'm asking the question. British Columbia, snow July 2nd. Slush, fog. Let's take a look at some beautiful icebergs off of the east coast of Canada. Fuel prices up and up and up. And wait a minute, we're going to lose 40 million tons of carryover stock, so food prices will be up as well. Not good for the economy at all. You're going to have to start growing some of your own food. You might as well start sprouting. Sunflower sprouts is the easiest type of sprout to grow to get really familiar with how to grow something indoors that's nutritious and can save you some money. The Adapt 2030 TrulyMarket.com link is below in the description box, as well as all of tonight's links to the videos and images. I want to start you over here at Environment Canada. They do a really good job meticulously documenting ice through the different regions, at least in the Canadian Arctic, Hudson Bay, waterways, Great Lakes, etc. Now what I noticed here is there was an incredible late start to the melt season this year, and then they have it, there's only 45% of ice remaining in Hudson Bay at this time of the year. This comes over to NSIDC that covers the Arctic and also Hudson Bay as well. So I'm going to zoom in on that. Now, I can't really tell. Does that look like 45% or a bit more? I'm just trying to trace down the story here. Somebody told me that there was much more ice up there than what's being shown, and NSIDC is actually closer to what's really up there versus the numbers that are coming out of Ice Canada. So I really would like your feedback. I would want to know what you feel visually doesn't match with the numbers coming out for melt data. Now jumping over to Western Canada, British Columbia. Snow coming down across the roads. And I love how the news article from the Weather Network, while residents in Eastern Canada battle sweltering temperatures, but wait, the whole thing's about snow. You see how they reverse it in the media? Where do your eyes go first when you look at this? Oh, Canada, and then it says BC receives a dusting of snow. Okay, dusting, what, 3-4 inches? That's a dusting now? Is that the new lexicon change? A dusting is anything under 6 inches. What do we call it over 6 inches? A spackling? But instead of first paragraph, in that article, right after the headline, instead of saying, yeah, snow in British Columbia, it goes, oh, sweltering heat out east. Oh my gosh. See, at least Big White Ski Resort is honest journalism here. Hello, snow. Yeah, that's what we need. Not sweltering heat in the east, and then, the fifth paragraph down, they drop in the word snow once, and then continue to talk about global warming. Speaking of which, when I followed down the Weather Channel network, they had these images at the bottom. It was hot, 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 and then, oh, there's icebergs. So I thought, oh, I love icebergs anyway. I want to take a look. This is from the earlier melt, about a month and a half ago, up to about, just 4 weeks ago, Iceberg Alley. Stunning with that deep blue ice. And what's interesting here, the commenter that the Weather Channel chose to post on here said, how about some 15,000-year-old ice for your beverage? But at the same time, the Weather Channel is saying that all the new icebergs are coming from the increased melt in the Arctic sea ice. And we look at these types of charts and you see directly over the North Pole, that red, that's still 12 feet thick ice. So see, Weather Channel is telling you all these new icebergs and the larger icebergs coming down are all from breaking sea ice. Yet other posters here are saying it's glacial ice in the 15,000-year-old range, which is coming off of Greenland somewhere. It can't be both, but the confusion in the media and the Weather Channel pushing the confusion on purpose, that's my opinion. Why would they have both sets of stories about where the ice is coming from overlapping on top of each other? Oh, they just could go through the whole field of ice in the sea ice pack and go out and pick that one piece. Oh, this is a 15,000-year-old piece. Yeah, the rest of it's from melting this year. And I really want you to notice the coloration and how deep that is up there. That yellow periphery up around Greenland, that is still at least 9 feet thick. That green is 6 to 7 feet thick. The teal blue is still 4 to 5 feet thick. There's only 2 months left in the Arctic melt season. You think that 12-foot thick ice is just going to disappear in 2 months? And the water that's going to be pushed up into the Arctic is quite a bit cooler than it has been since the 1990s. You know, these pulses are on 7-year cycles themselves, so this next pulse is going to be absolutely way cool water going up there, so it's not going to melt from beneath. Of course, there's going to be increased lingering ice with incredible thickness to it lasting through the summer. Now, also what's increasing year upon year are our fuel prices. Remember back in 2008 and 9, that's pretty much what wiped out the economy because people had to shift their consumer spending, so they didn't pay for their subprime mortgages, and that's why everything went belly up. Fuel prices are up, and then when we take a look at the carryover stocks from the USDA release just last week, we see that total grains globally, 2018-19, look at that, 522 million tons. Look where we are, 2016-17. Oh, at 560. 40 million ton decrease. That doesn't make sense at all. What does make sense is your food prices are going to increase. Thanks for watching. Hope you got something out of the video. And please visit the Mini Ice Age podcast, iTunes, Stitcher Radio, SoundCloud, Libsyn, and any other hosting engine easy to find. More in-depth analysis on what's going on.